Hello, we can't meet in person, so I was inspired to do a video for you. And the advantage of doing a video is that I can demonstrate a self-help technique that's very useful in about 5 different ways for the things that we've been experiencing in these very different times. So one of the things that's been going on is we've had so much change, radical fundamental change to our lifestyles, and we felt that the rug's been pulled out from under us. So this self-help technique helps us to feel more grounded and secure. We've also had various challenges to rise to, and some of those have led to us feeling anxious from time to time. So for me, for example, I had the challenge of, do I start wearing a hat or do I have a go at cutting my own hair? And I was very nerve-wracked about that. So this technique helps us to feel more calm and relaxed. Another concern we've got that's specific to do with avoiding the coronavirus or dealing well with it if we do catch it is making sure our lung health is good. This technique supports our lung health and good breathing. And linked with that, one of the reasons that older people are more vulnerable is because in general their vitality is lower, and what we can do with this particular movement is we're working with one of the energy flow lines, the meridian that is to do with vitality and therefore supporting our immune health. A fifth aspect that's particular to these circumstances is that we've possibly been feeling disconnected. If we've not been able to meet family and friends or go to work and see colleagues or not go to the normal places that we go to the cafes or shopping or to national parks or just out for the day, we've possibly been feeling disconnected, and this technique helps us to feel reconnected, not only with ourselves but with our environment. So you're probably wondering, how on earth are we going to cover all those different things? And it's in a Qigong movement, which I'm going to demonstrate for you, and you can do it with me if you'd like to. So with Qigong, it's linked with Tai Chi. It's a self-help technique for gathering, moving, supporting, balancing your own energy flow. And what I mean by energy flow is there isn't a single atom in the universe that is not energy, and we're included in that. So we can, with the power of intention and visualization, with breath, and with movement like hand gestures, gather, support, amplify, move, distribute our energy. And this is what I'm going to show you how to do, and how this links to shiatsu and the energy work that I do in meridian massage is Tai Chi and Qigong are self-help ways to move, support, balance your energy. And the advantages of that is that you can feel you're taking matters into your own hands, doing something constructive for your own well-being. And there's also the aspect of movement. With shiatsu and meridian massage, I'm supporting you while you just relax, and I'm helping your energy to flow, to gather it, to balance it. And the advantage of that is that you can be fully in receiver mode and let the energy come through, readjust, and make the most of the treatment without having to do anything actively. So that's the difference and the advantages of both. So what I'm going to show you is a pressure point, which is, if you think of it as an access point between your energy flow and the energy of the environment. And this one is on the sole of the foot. So this is to do with connecting with the earth's energy. And I'm going to show you this. You don't have to stand on one leg. We'll just do this with both feet on the floor. But this is where all my years of yoga classes balancing on one leg stands me in good stead. I can show you that the point is a third of the way down there in the depression between the pads underneath the toes there. So you've got the big toe pad and the other toes there. It's right in there. You can feel this if you're sitting. And if you're tired, it might be a bit achy. But it doesn't matter if you don't find the exact point. Just think of the soles of your feet on the floor. And what I'd like you to do, if you'd like to join me doing this, is stand on the floor and make sure that your either just in socks or bare feet, or if you have got footwear on that it's comfortable and you've got room for your feet to move and your toes. They don't have to wiggle, but just make sure they're not feeling constricted. The other joints that I want to make sure that you are aware of is the ankle joint, that you can softly go side to side and bend at the ankles. That's very important for stability so that you can continually adjust. There will be a little bit of rise and fall movement, but not much, so allow the ankles to be flexible. I'm going to stand back a little bit so that you can see a bit better what I'm doing. So the point on the sole of the foot, it's called bubbling spring. And you can tell from the name that as well as connecting with the earth and having a function of being grounded, the bubbling spring point implies vitality and energy. It's an access point where the energy of the earth can just bubble up. And you can think of it as simply as sap rising up a plant stem and have it be kind of as natural and effortless as that. This point is, the bubbling spring point is the first point on the kidney meridian, and the kidney meridian is what I was telling you is good for vitality. And this meridian, it runs up the legs and up the centre of the body, just up through here, up to the last point is just under the collarbone, either side of the sternum there. And again, if you're tired, that might be a bit achy as well. From there, it branches out along the collarbone, under the arm, to the palm of the hand there. So there's two parts to the movement I'm going to show you. The first part, we're going to work with the kidney meridian up and down the torso and the legs. And then the second part, we're going to work with the arms and include it all in. So with the kidney meridian, this, just to give a bit of background, it's very affected by shock. It's good for recovery from shock, but if we've been under continual stress, that fight, flight, freeze nervous system, we can end up feeling fatigued, have insomnia, and no willpower, drive, and these are the difficulties that we could be experiencing if we're experiencing a lot of fear with the changing situations. So we're going to do something about that. So if you imagine that there are tap roots going down from your bubbling spring point on the soles of your feet down into the earth. And if you're on an upstairs floor, imagine going down through the floor, just energetically down into the earth. You can go as far down as you want, a mile down to the centre of the earth. This is the power of the imagination. You're connecting with the earth and allowing the earth's energy access for the beneficial energies to rise up through your legs and up through into your body. So the hand movement is you gather the energy up and imagine it's coming up through the legs, up through the body with the breathing in. And as you breathe out, you let your hands soften back down. So it's a bit like, I like to think of it as just bombing up and down in the sea on the waves. That just nice and gentle. So breathing in as you rise your hands up and the legs are straightening softly, and then breathing out, let your legs bend a little and allow that energy to flow back down. So my shiatsu and qigong teacher says, let the earth receive your compost. It's like breathing in and breathing out. You're just breathing out, down what you don't need, out back into the earth. Breathing in what you do need, up through your body. And we can include the arms now. So breathing out, extending out into your environment. Breathing in, gathering the air energy into the lungs. And then it's like a coffee press sort of move. You just coffee pressing the energy that you don't need back down through the legs, back down through the feet, back down into the earth. And then with your fingers like this, just gathering energy from the earth back up through your legs, up into your body, up the kidney meridian, and then out, extending out again. And now we're connecting with the wider environment and bringing the air in from the atmosphere. settling the energy back down, sinking slightly, breathing in and rising up, letting the legs straighten, and breathing out and breathing in. And this time we're going to let the hands just settle back into a finishing position, which is just on the lower belly, and this is also an area that relates to the kidney meridian. And here we just notice what we notice. Do we feel different in any way or anywhere? So I'm more fully aware of the points of contact of my feet on the floor. And I can feel that there's sort of a healthy, not a full over fullness to where I'm breathing in my upper chest, but that feels just nicely inflated. And I have got that sense of grounding and calmness, but it'll be unique to you, and it's not about a particular result, it's more to do with that awareness to be able to tune in and feel your energy and feel your connection with the energy of the environment that you're in, the floor, the earth, the air. So I hope you enjoyed doing that movement, whether you did that with me or you're going to try it again a bit later. If you'd like to do this in a supported way, we can do video calls, or if there's a different move that's perhaps more suitable for you, we can find a move that we can do together. Also, if we've done in the past the Sotai movements for balance and health, where perhaps you've had a stiffness with a particular joint or inflexibility going one way, like turning the head one side to the other, and we've done the movement with the breath, which is called the Sotai movements, we can do that, and I can support you in doing that over a video call.